At the bottom of your screen, in the blue and white jerseys, is Indonesia. At the top, in the red and blue, is Korea. It will be Indonesia to serve. The number 11 of Shamsul Akmal in the middle of your screen to start us off. Lovell. That's a better serve than what we saw in earlier matches, Alex.
That's a fantastic start. Shamsul Akmal. Great serve right down the middle. That'll count as a service winner to him. So that's 1-0 Indonesia.
Just a little bit too close to the net. Wariman Su a little bit balked under these lights. Point goes to Indonesia.
And in the slow-mo, there you have it. It was a successful block, in fact, by Trisaputra Lafita. Indonesia, they're off to a flying start here.
Yeah! 70 kilometers per hour from that man, the number 11, Shamsul Akmal. That is a statement.
3 from 3. 3 fantastic serves from Shamsul. Park Hyun-gun, the number 1 for Korea. He could do nothing to pick that one up. But now, 3 serves for Indonesia are up. Service will switch over to Korea. And Park Hyun-gun will have his opportunity to reply. And what a fantastic response. Oh, it's been called out. That looked very in to me, but the slow motion replay will tell the story. The referee's call is final. He's called it out. Oh, that is unfortunate indeed. Park Hyun-gun, he will not be happy with that.
That is a rough call. Referees don't have the luxury of replays to go over their calls. They have to live with their decisions, and so do the players. A bit shaky though from Indonesian spiker Saiful Rajal. Gives Korea their first point on the board.
Yeah, Saiful, this is an uncharacteristic miss for him. Let's grab the bottom of the net. Misses by a long way. One more serve to come for Korea.
Two in a row, Alex. Uncharacteristic, that is the word. Doesn't look like he's very settled in this match. He was spiking well in warm-up, not so much at the moment.
In their matchup against Thailand, Saiful, he hit 15 out of 17 spikes. So he missed 2 in his earlier matchup, and he's already missed 2 in this matchup against Korea.
Shamsul Akmal opts to ignore the pace, try a drop serve, and drops it just a little bit too short. And suddenly the scoreline, 4-3, looking much closer than the 4-0 it was 3 points ago. And that is an Iman Su Sunback, and the crowd love it.
Iman Su, how about that? This pickup was something else. He had to really reach out there. The feed was exceptional. And then that Sunback spike. Look at this, right leg coming over the right shoulder. 72 kilometers per hour. Point Korea. And that levels us up at 4-all.
It's just got interesting. Match is a whisker in front. We are playing up to 21. Best of 3 sets. Korea's turn to serve. Blocked by point to Indonesia.
This is much better spiking from Saiful Rajal. Iman Su picked it at the net. His block was pretty good. It was in the right position, but just a little bit low.
Chance for Korea. Kept in play. Blocked again. Park. And it all comes crumbling down. Saiful, he had the most touches of the ball out of any one player on court in that point.
He certainly racked them up, didn't he? That was a great scramble from both sides. Does very well with it, Park. Just cannot bring it back for Korea. Good scramble. A good flight on our hands too. Korea and Indonesia.
Park Hyung-gun, 72 kilometers per hour. That one in, that one called in. He's got to be happy with that.
Yep, service ace right in the gap between the Tekong and the feeder. Tags the net on the way through. Bounces well before the baseline. There's no way that's going to be called out.
6-all.
Shamsul Akmal right down the middle, but Park Hyung-gun, he is struggling to pick up balls so far in this match. On the serve, he's just not quite as strong in defense as we've seen previously, Alex.
Yeah, they've been deflecting off him, haven't they? Left and right, off of Park's left and right feet, respectively. Keep delivering them down the middle. It's working for him so far.
Picked up by Park. And that is a textbook Korean play. 1, 2, and 3, and Iman Su oh so happy to finish that point off. That's the first pace serve that Shamsul has missed so far in this match. Much better serving than when he went up against Thailand earlier today.
Fantastic response from Park Hyung-gun. This time, he picks the gap between Saiful, the winner for his troubles. Look at that, fantastic placement, good pace on it. And Shamsul leaning back, can't control that ball.
He reads that short tap serve, he gets there with a brilliant extension, not going to quite see it there, and finishes it at carry.
See, takes a lot of courage.
Incredibly by Iman Su. What a beautiful play by Korea.
Fantastic, Korea, look at that. Jeongwon Duck, this save from him was incredible. Look at this, almost off the boards, sets with the toes, and then Iman Su obliges him and belts that ball into the Indonesian side of the court. That brings up a tasty 2-point lead for them.
8-9.
I thought that set was a bit too far off the net, but Iman Su, he proved me wrong. He finished the ball so short in the court.
I feel like you could set just about anywhere for Iman Su, but as you say, look how short in the court he finishes this. That's about a meter in front of the Indonesian service circle.
8-11.
Fantastic. There's no way you're picking that up as a defensive player.
Indonesia not rattled in the slightest. 67 kilometers per hour, and the first service ace for Shamsul Akmal.
It's a real battle out there, isn't it? 9-11, Indonesia trail. But look at this, fantastic serve. The corner of the court. Tape, rejected this time.
Service over.
So that's the 4th service error in this match so far from Shamsul Akmal. Serving's been pretty good indeed, very, very powerful, reasonably consistent.
12-9.
Impressive
Point
play from the
Indonesia.
youngster for Indonesia. Trace Saputra, only 18 years of age, showing why he's been selected for this Indonesian team.
He's very young indeed. If I'm not mistaken, this is his first Super Series appearance. And he's not phased. Great reception of service.
Well,
The set was perfect.
thanks.
And Saiful, no trouble at all putting that ball away.
Kept in play. Another chance for Saiful. But this time blocked, shut down at the net twice by Iman Su, the number 9 for Korea.
Iman Su, this man is on fire. And why not on home soil? Take a look at that. Cheeky header to deflect the soft spike, and then a nice firm block at the net. Deflects that ball back in play.
10.
There you have it. The spike speed was 74 k's an hour. Great blocking from Iman Su.
He struggled with some consistency previously at Staff Super Series Malaysia, but he is currently serving at 92%. He's serving well into the high 60 kilometers per hour, and he is winning points for Korea. With that, Korea has a 4-point lead for the first time in this match, 14-10.
Point
How
Indonesia.
about that? That was a little bit cheeky. Off-pace serve from Shamsul Akmal. It wasn't a drop serve. It didn't come off the sole of the foot, but certainly off-pace. Just sort of
11,
casually look at each other
14.
and blame the other guy, perhaps.
Brilliant feed. Deft touch by Iman Su.
That feed, Jeongwon Duck, that was incredible. He was falling over as he fed this. Look at this. Feeds it, falls over backwards, and then Iman Su again with the fantastic finish. Korea look good.
Korea do look good.
11,
Indonesia
15.
hanging with them, but Korea, they're looking a little bit stronger. Pace and point once again. Jeongwon Duck. It's like in this match, Alex, he decided to show everyone why having a strong feeder is so important.
He's certainly putting on a fantastic show for us.
Time out, Indonesia.
And coming into this match, we thought that these three players for Korea would be the guys to really do the damage. And they're certainly doing a lot of damage here to Indonesia so far. Park Hyun-gyun, Jeongwon Duck, and Iman Su, the 3 for Korea. A timeout has been called.
Indonesia realizing the score's getting away from them just a little bit. 16-11 in this first set, playing up to 21. So Korea is only 5 points away from grabbing this first set. What do you think's going through the Indonesian coach's mind right at the moment? Gus Hendry down there on court. What do you think he'll be telling his players, Alex?
Well, to Thailand earlier this morning, we did mention that earlier. But they played well, and historically Indonesia have fared pretty well against Korea. But they're up against it here. 16-11 down they are at the moment. And Korea, they look so good. And with this home ground advantage, you have to favour Korea. So Gus Hendry, there's 3 men on court at the moment. They're performing well. We really need to see a little bit more consistency from Shamsul Akmal. He's serving it at about 70%, which is not bad. But Park, on the other hand, on the other side of the net, 92%.
So a bit more consistency to come from Indonesia if they want to hang on Korea's coattails. But for now, Korea to serve. 16-11. Park Hyun-gyun, number 1 in red to serve. Brilliant touch. Approaches the ball and misses the net. It was so close to the net, Alex.
It was, and it was all kinds of awkward on the Korean side of the net. Just take a look at this on the left of screen. Park, he was going up for a double back block. Iman Su, he saw that the set was right on the net, so he was going up for a header. Trying to put it straight back. Breakdown in communication, and Indonesia come away with the point.
Trace Saputra. Double back block goes out. Korea haven't double back blocked yet in this match, and then in the last 2 points, it's been attempted. What do you think happened at timeout for them, Alex?
Well, it's just a change in tactics. We've seen Saiful, he's spiking very well. And Saiful, he tends to this match.
16-13.
Given the Korea's ahead, I'm actually surprised that they're going for the double back block at this stage.
That feed not quite good enough. That was a long way for Seifel to have to go.
Indeed, and you'll see this in the replay with Seifel. He was waiting about a metre or so outside of the sideline. He's off screen now and tries to butcher it. He set that on the opposite sideline. So poor old Seifel, he had a lot of ground to cover, did his level best to get there, and in the end just...
Brilliant pickup. Ansu goes deep into the court with that spike, but how about that pickup, Alex?
This Korean side looked phenomenal today. Look at that. Outstretched left foot, composes himself enough for the pinpoint set, and then Im Ansu, he's just not going to miss from there. Goes around for him. Now 18-13 in favor of Korea.
Blocked back out, so that means Korea now 2 points away from this first set. It is getting away from Indonesia. Just as we talk about it, getting away from Indonesia, we're seeing some of the ultra slow-mo highlights.
And tries to butcher it. He set that on the opposite sideline. So poor old Seifel, he had a lot of ground to cover, did his level best to get there, and in the end just...
17.
Brilliant pickup. Ansu goes deep into the court with that spike, but how about that pickup, Alex?
This Korean side looked phenomenal today. Look at that. Outstretched left foot, composes himself enough for the pinpoint set, and then Im Ansu, he's just not going to miss from there. Goes around the block, finds the sideline. No trouble at all for him. Now 18-13 in favor of Korea.
Blocked back out, so that means Korea now 2 points away from this first set. It is getting away from Indonesia. Just as we talk about it, getting away from Indonesia, we're seeing some of the ultra slow-mo highlights from courtside. But just in the interim, we're about to see a substitution. So off will come Shamsul Akmal, and on will come the dependable Victor Prasetyo.
Well, Victor, he's a little more experienced. He's not quite as tall, but he's got such a fantastic service motion. Very consistent, as you say.
19.
Let's see what he can do.
A little bit unorthodox, the roll spike, not quite enough room. You can see on Im Ansu's face, he knows it, but that's not a bad way to bring up set point.
Well, I think he knew he got away with that one. The ball got away from him a little bit, but he's put it in. Oh, that was very close to going well wide, wasn't it? He's just caught the ball on the way through, puts it in. And a medical timeout has been called for Im Ansu. So he may have just landed a little awkwardly. He's rubbing his right ankle, which would have been the ankle that he landed on with that roll spike. So it's such an awkward spike. He perhaps rolled it or jarred it a little. And they had points to play with there, did Korea. That's why they went for the change up, the roll spike, instead of Im Ansu's preferred sunback. It's backfired there.
Well, they got the point, but yes, if Im Ansu...
Well, an injured Im Ansu, I'm calling that a backfire.
That's true, that's true. And we'll see here, hopefully it's nothing too severe. They do have 7 set points up their sleeves, and they do have a spare substitute spiker in Shin Chukwang, should they decide to just rest Im Ansu. But it's looking like he'll be back out on court pretty quickly.
Yeah, he looks okay. Ooh, and there's the landing, a little shaky on that right ankle. So his coach, Yu Dong Young, has him on the left of screen there. He's just giving his man a quick talk. Of course, he's a sepak takraw player himself. He's done very, very well for the past for the Korean national team, and he's played in many domestic tournaments in Thailand before. He's a sunback spiker himself.
It seems to be one of those Korean amazing things, teaching brilliant sunback spikes. Just up on screen there was our Facebook and Twitter pages. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news, when things are happening, when they're not, when you can't be in front of the live stream or the television, you just want those updates to your phone, check out facebook.com/ISTAF Super Series. Find your way to the website, www.sepaktakraw.org, or track us down on Twitter. It is now time to get back into it. Im An-soo is on court. He looks okay. They have 7 set points to play with, does Korea. Park Hyun-gyun to serve.
Set point.
Indonesia trying to hang on.
20-13.
Tries to butcher up. Kept in play. Tries to butcher again. The feed goes too far. Im An-soo is there. The ball comes back. Korea
Best
point.
line. There.
That'll be the first set done and dusted.
And what a set it was for Korea. This match, it exemplifies the Korean spirit in Sepak Takraw. It's just a great performance from them all around. All 3 players, you must say, in this first set have been incredible.
First set, Korean win. 21-13. Last 2 minutes.
First set, 21-13.
That's really the only area that he struggled in for this matchup. He's served at 75%, which is truly not bad. But to beat such a determined Korean side, we're going to need a little bit more than that. And we need to limit the errors from Saiful Rijal to go with it.
Second set, Korea
So less
to serve.
spiking mistakes from Saiful Rijal.
Ready,
Indonesia
Indonesia.
now at the top of your screen, and a better serving performance from the number 6 of Victor Prasetyo. But to start with, back over to Korea and Park Hyun-gyun to start us off in this second set. That's the start Indonesia will be hoping for, but not so much for Korea.
That's only Park's 2nd service error in this whole match.
Low. 1.
So that speaks to the importance of serving consistency.
How about that to follow it up? 74 kilometers per hour before it hit the tape, about 2 kilometers per hour afterwards, but it still counts.
Yep, 2 kilometers per hour in the horizontal
1.
plane.
Off.
The perfect drop shot.
Kept in by Tryson Putra. Im An-soo
On Korea.
looks so comfortable out there spiking. I think a lot of that must just be to do with Jong Won-duk just feeding so well for him.
Yeah, these two, they've played together so often in the past. For years, these guys have been on the national team, playing together, training together. So they know each other very well.
1, 2.
Service over. And Indonesia's Victor Prasetyo to serve.
Incredible performance by Korea. Haven't slipped up in any noticeable way so far this match. It's just consistent performance from all 3 players.
One, 3.
See just before Victor served that ball, look of sheer determination across his face. They came 5th at ISTAF Super Series Malaysia 2 months ago. They do not want to come 5th here again. They want to get through into the semis and
2,
challenge for gold.
3. Point Korea.
Oh, an untimely service error from Victor.
Service over.
I was hoping for another service ace because when he aces, we get to see an ultra slow motion of his sublime service motion. Looks so good in slow motion.
4, 2.
Im An-soo somehow knows right where to put that right leg of his coming up against Saiful.
Yeah, it's 2 block winners for Im An-soo now, and they've both been fantastic. Look at that, lines it up perfectly, gets that calf in the way, deflects it back into Indonesia's court.
A little bit scrappy on Indonesia's side, and Korea happy to run away with it, 6-2.
Scrappy from Indonesia, but perfect from Korea. His finishes from Imansu are spectacular.
6-2.
70 kilometers per hour may have been going long, but Victor touched it. Not quite enough more on it than that to slow it down.
Yep. Grabs Victor Persetio on the way through. So that counts as a service winner for Park Hyun-gyun. A big 5-point lead now for Korea. Indonesia to serve.
Got to say, I think this is some of the best sepak takraw I've seen Korea play in a long time. It might be just the home crowd advantage here in Gunsan City, Jeollabuk-do. Having that home crowd on your back just has to help so much. 73 kilometer per hour spike winner from Imansu. We'll see here between the two blockers. Brings the score to 9-2. This is a whopping, stomping performance by Korea.
2-9.
You have to be expecting a timeout soon for Indonesia, Alex. This is not going well for them.
A timeout or perhaps a change of server. We were talking about Victor and singing his praises about his consistency, but he's really struggling so far in this match. Consistency is way down on what we have come to expect from him.
Saiful Rajal finds a bit of room past Imansu at the net. Indonesia get their first point on the board in quite some time, 3-10.
10-3.
Good drop serve from Park Hyun-gyun. Saiful Rajal extends that right leg, picks it up, can't control it, and it sails wide. So service winner to Park.
11-3.
He's notching up a few of those.
Just as you're singing his praises, Alex, this is third service mistake of the match. That is still commendable serving. Up in the 90s, the low 90%. We say anything over 80%, well, that's more than one can ask, especially when, as you said, he's hitting those service winners and the occasional ace.
Well, you can ask for it, you just rarely get it.
11.
Yeah, Park's 92% is fantastic. Poor Victor, he's trying to match it. He's matching him on pace. That one was 66 kilometers per hour, but the consistency really quite poor from Victor. I can't help but wonder if Gus Hendry is considering bringing back on Shamsul Akmal.
12.
Served well in the first set.
Victor gets a little bit of a lucky break. Getting around past Park, 65 kilometers per hour. It's a good serve. But Park was there. Just not to be this time. 12-5, Korea lead still.
There we go. Another textbook play from Korea. The reception of serve from Imansu. Heaps of backspin on it. It's no trouble at all for Jeong Won-duk. Sets it over by the far post, and Imansu goes and chases it down. Goes through the block, the double block. And Saiful Rajal and Tracer Putra
13-5.
earns Korea an 8-point lead. Seven-point lead.
Point, Indonesia.
Park Hyun-gyun, he's been serving so well in the first set and the second set. Consistently
13.
hit 70 kilometers per hour plus a few times. The last couple of points just dropping off a little bit. Incredible save at the the net by Saiful Rajal.
Malaysia.
I thought that one was coming clean over to the Korean side, but somehow, at only 165 centimeters tall, he jumps high enough to beat Im An-soo to the ball.
13-7. Length out.
It's called long.
Indonesia.
So that'll be Park Yeon-gun's
Service over.
5th service error. Only had 1 in the first set, now 4 in the second. Still, overall, great performance from him. Oh, it didn't miss by much, did it?
8-13.
Very close to that baseline. Back over to Victor. See if he can reel in Korea in the second set. You cannot ask for much more than that. The feeder for Korea, number 11, Jeon Won-duk. Here he is from out past the baseline, pinpoint perfect feed.
Look at that. A couple of feet off the net, right in the middle of the court. That's just in the perfect spot for Im An-soo to put away. And even with the double block in the net and Victor staring down the barrel of the gun, there's nothing Indonesia can do to pick that ball up.
Point, Korea.
Victor still not having much luck from the service circle. Feel like he might just be trying to put everything on the line, Alex. Korea is not a team you can go easy against. You can't just roll the ball in. You really have to try from the service circle.
Well, particularly when Korea is playing this well on home soil,
15.
you really have to go for it.
Length.
That's called in. So an ace for Victor right when they need it, and that was a fantastic serve.
Service over.
Here it is in slow motion. Just misses the net. Lands just inside the baseline.
Substitution, Korea.
Perfect serve for Victor. Needs a few more of those.
Player number 1 out.
But for now, we're going to see a quick run, a change of tech on
Number
the
7
servers
in.
for Korea. So off will come Park Yeon-gun, and on will come the number 7 of Go Jae-wook. Now Go Jae-wook, just the same height as Park Yeon-gun
15-9.
and just as competent.
Point,
And he starts
Korea.
with a service ace, so that was a good call.
Substitution of the day, I think. Looked like a little bit of an awkward serve, a little bit off spin. And just the
16,
change of pace
9.
really must have caught Indonesia napping.
We didn't do a whole lot with it, did he? But still gets the ace, that counts.
In.
Locked in, point to Korea. Im An-soo at the net. He's a brick wall.
Time's up.
That's 3 block
Indonesia.
winners now for Im An-soo. He's doing very well to shut down Saiful Rajal, who is generally very difficult to block. There it is in the ultra slow motion. Great shots from courtside. And back here at the stadium, Indonesia have called a timeout. So they're really up against it now, are Indonesia.
Korea only 4 points away from a win. They're at 17, leading Indonesia on 9. Korea, well, they can't do anything wrong so far. I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more of substitute server Go Jae-wook, number 7 there, 187 centimeters tall. He's had quite the effect since coming on, and Indonesia just a short timeout. Some pep talking quickly
Time's up.
by Coach Gus Hendry, you think, Alex?
Players in.
Yeah, just a quick pep talk, but really this timeout is all about trying to slow the momentum that Korea now have, trying to break that pattern.
17.
The
9.
service now will be with Korea and Go Jae-wook. Oh, Saiful Rajal, you cannot miss those. Ah.
Saiful must be feeling the pressure. He's been blocked 3 times successfully.
Service over.
Must be trying to beat that block and just not putting the ball in play.
He's missed a few in this fashion. You can see here he's mistimed it,
18.
puts it into the bottom of the net. So it's very unlike Saiful.
Saved by Go Jae-wook. Im Ansu. Gets the points. Somehow. Somehow he strikes the ball with such ferocity and such placement.
Yep, that's set from it's like winner.
Victor, that is a costly service mistake because now 11 match points for Korea. And Victor has to serve his way out of them to try and bring his team back. Match point Korea.
Match point 20.
Picked up. Im Ansu puts it deep. Victor's there, but it's not enough. So this Group A match will go to Korea. They now have won 2 matches. They beat Japan earlier today. They have now defeated Indonesia. Tomorrow they'll come up against Thailand, and that will determine who will top Group A. And Alex, for Indonesia, it's all done.
It is. It's effectively game over for Indonesia. But they did put up a valiant effort, and they played well in both of their matches already today. As we say, they played Thailand earlier today. Just lost to Korea in 2 sets, but it's quarter-5 for Indonesia. They performed well, but just outclassed by this fantastic Korean side. There is confirmation of the scoreline, 21-13.